Okay, perfectionists, I've got a word for you that might just shift everything and help get you unstuck if you're feeling like there's something that you'd like to do, but you just can't get moving. Are you ready? The word is Improvanist. It's the beautiful and helpful counterattack to perfectionism. Where perfectionism often shows up for most people is we have a goal or a vision, and we understand that there are steps that we have to take between where we are right now and where we want to go. The perfectionist in our mind takes those steps, stacks them on top of each other, and presents them to us as a reason why this is a crazy idea and it will never work. And so a lot of us end up getting stopped before we even start, because the perfectionist isn't looking at all of the individual pieces. It's looking at the whole package, the whole project, and thinking, this is way too overwhelming. I might fail and I might look foolish, so I'm not even going to start. The improvinist mentality brings space back into the equation. It looks at each of those steps individually, and it's the recognition that allows us to say, okay, yeah, I do see that there are a whole lot of steps, but this is someplace that I want to go. And so what I do is I take all of the steps and I put them aside. And what do? I take the first one, the next step, and I put it front and center for me. It's this 1% or this baby step. And this, from this standpoint, our minds can wrap ourselves around it. We can say, yeah, okay, I can improve on this. I can do this baby step, no problem. Where this came in for me today is I was reflecting back on Friday is Rhine Day, which is something that we do here in Basel with a group of friends. We meet at the cathedral, we run together through the city, and then at some point in time, we get to the Rhine River, we strip down to our bathing suits, and we jump in. Now, the kicker is the water is cold, and we do this all winter long. So today, the water was only 14 degrees, which for you Fahrenheiters out there, that's somewhere mid-50s. But all of a sudden, I started reflecting back to the first time that I went into the Rhine. I was terrified, and I was watching these other people do it thinking, they're nuts. And even though I want to do that, and I saw the health benefits of it, and I'd heard about how exciting and fun it was, something in me just rejected. But I had some great friends and some great encouragement. And I knew that I didn't have to first thing go dive straight into the water. I could take it step by step by step. And that's what I did. Until a time like today, I can walk into that water with no hesitation, and instead of just sitting there frozen, counting down the seconds until I can actually get out of the water, I was swimming and just enjoying myself. There are few things with Improvanism that are not to be overlooked. One is the recognition and the breaking down of big goals into baby steps. A second is never to underestimate the power of accountability and support. Without those people cheering us on or giving us a hug after a tough day or saying, come on, I'll take that next step with you. We're meant to be social creatures. We're meant to be connected, and it can be a huge benefit and boost to reaching our visions and goals. The last thing is the power of reflection. Don't forget to look back on where you've been, on all of the things that you've accomplished, all of those baby steps that have stacked up to make some great changes in your life. So that's what I'm wishing for you today. A spirit of Improvanism and some forward momentum to start reaching those goals and visions that you hold in your heart.